we're going to be looking at the volume of cylinders. In this case, we've got two cylinders we'll be looking at. You will need a calculator for this question, so just make sure you have one ready. So let's start off. In the previous video, we looked at what the rule for a volume of a cylinder was. You may remember that rule is V is equal to the area of the base, pi r squared, times by the cross-sectional length, which is h, or height. So we're going to use that rule to help us calculate the volume of all these shapes. Let's start off with A. First thing, we need to work out R and H. So R in this case is 3, and H in this case is 10. So let's write out our rule. It's always nice to write it out without subbing anything in first, and then sub in, and then calculate. Let's answer exactly first, 90 pi. We'll add our units. So this is going to be centimeters cubed. Then next, we can calculate what that would be by just typing in our calculator 90 times by pi. And out pops 282.74. Then add the units, centimeters cubed. And that's to two decimal places. Now, as you can see, to calculate the volume of a cylinder, it's relatively straightforward. The equation's quite nice to use. Let's move on to B. So this one here, we first need to identify what the radius and the height is. The height is easy. We can see that we have the circle extending for 0.3 meters. So therefore, the height must be 0.3. We can see that we're actually given the diameter. Now we want to work out the radius. The radius must be half the diameter, so the radius in this case must be 0.9 meters. So, without further ado, let's figure out what our volume of the cylinder is. V is equal to pi r squared h. Let's sub in. Pi times by 0.9 squared times by 0.3. And then, let's see if I can just get that. Doesn't want to go across any further for some reason. So what I'll do is I'll just move this a little bit to the side. There we go. So hopefully you can see that okay. Okay, now let's just put that in. Now this is more of a calculator job, 0.9 squared times 0.3, and that pops out as, and this doesn't look very nice as an exact answer, does it? So you could express this as 243 on 1,000 pi, so convert from a decimal into a fraction, but this one's nowhere near as nice. And then we add our units, meters cubed. So let's calculate what this will be as two decimal places. So let's times our answer by pi, and we get an answer of 0.76 meters cubed. There's our answer. So hopefully that all made sense. We're going to move on to the your turns now. So what I'd like you to do is have a shot at these two questions here. Then, so you're pausing the video, then press play when you think you're ready to see if you got the right answer. So pause the video, see how you go, and we're going to go through the answers. Okay, we're going to go through the answers now. Off we go. So we can see here that our answer is 169.65 cubic meters. Let's move on to B. So our answer is 13.57 cubic centimetres. So hopefully you found those ones okay. And stay tuned for these videos. We're nearing the end of the measurement course. So well done for getting here.